So, hello guys and welcome to the Punch Podcast. This is Brian M. And today is on 2nd of August 2021. We are on our 5th episode of the Punch. I would like to thank each one of you who has been with us from the first episode, and now we are at the 5th episode. I thank all the fans. You have made us arrive at the 200 mark on Facebook and on YouTube too. We want to thank each and everyone who came through, who shared with a friend, who commented on our social media platforms. It was a privilege, and we hope you will continue sharing the stories with your friends and also be giving us feedback on how our podcasts are. And today in studio we are with a special guest who is Raquel Juma, and we are having a very interesting topic about our childhood memories. We want to take a recap back to the days where we are still kids and try and see which are the special moments that we still cherish and hold them dearly to heart up to today. So Raquel, welcome to our studios.
Thank you.
Yes. Unaweza ambia watu, what do you usually do? Who are you?
Yes. Raquel Juma, aka Chacha. I'm a lawyer by profession. Among other many things.
Okay. So welcome today, and today we want to go back to our childhood memories.
Yep.
So where were you born at?
I was born in Eldoret at MTRH, my Teaching and Referral Hospital. That's where I was born.
Okay.
Yeah.
So where ukuzaliwa mashambani? So for me, I was born in Nakuru town, born, bred, everything done in Nakuru town. And I've seen this town grow to where it is today. Maybe not much as compared to those people who were born in 60s, but at least I've seen some things in this town.
You've seen changes.
I've seen diversification in this town. I've seen a lot of things happen. And I started my school in a school called King's Academy. I don't know if it still exists. Yeah, it still exists. King's Academy. That's where I started my middle class. Yes.
Okay.
And I usually, it's a funny thing, but our uniform used to look like the one the prisoners wear.
Young prisoners.
Yes, young prisoners. But I'm glad that I passed through the system and saw how it was. How was your first day in pre-unit?
In pre-unit? Can I really remember how
I can remember.
Really?
Yes. Like I cried a lot the first day.
I don't think I cried, but really I can't remember. Maybe bits of it, but not entirely, not vividly, just parts of it.
Okay.
I can remember meeting my friends because after being born in Eldoret, we moved to another town in Busia County, Bumala. It's known as Bumala. Yeah, so that's where I schooled, that's where I was raised. Yeah, that's where my childhood memories are based at majorly. So I can remember going into class on that first day and seeing my friends. I was like, vibes. Kumbe mko huku. Haina hata stress. I don't think nilisumbuana. It was fun.
It was tough for me because I didn't want to go to school.
Why? You're one of those kids.
No, I'm not one of them, but I was so scared to being detached
from your mother.
From my mom.
Oh, mama's boy.
And but it eventually became a habit that I really loved school a lot. Up to today, I still love school, but I don't know. But it was a nice thing, school.
So how was your first experience in your pre-unit?
My first experience was quite good until after eating lunch.
Why?
Because after lunch you could sleep.
Home.
No. As we studied from 8 in the morning to 3:10 in the evening.
Yeah.
So after 12:30 you have to sleep. Yes. there was no afternoon classes. You just unatandikiwa mattress then unalala.
As afternoon ulikuwa unaenda home. Like class ilikuwa di midday.
There was that thing of midday.
Yeah.
But for those parents who could be working the whole day.
It was sort of a daycare.
Yeah. So you guys you just sleep munalalishwa tu. So me I don't like sleeping during the day. So
really?
Yeah, I don't like sleeping during the day. So it was a struggle for me, plus walikuwa wanatuchapa usipolala. It really disturbed me a lot. Plus I used to be kept with another guy who used to urinate. Alikuwa anakujolea. No, alikuwa anakujolea mattress. Yeah. But it was a nice experience. Then we graduated and to now primary school. That's class 1. It was nice. That was my first graduation. Watu wenye mgraduate bana, mkumbuke mligraduate. Yeah, we graduated. I was top of my class. I was the second one. Though iliniuma.
You wanted to be the first?
I wanted to be the first because the first used to get a full cake. Like a full cream cake.
You really love cake.
I really love anything iko na unga napenda sana.
Na sukari.
Exactly.
Nafikia
so now we are in class 1. And in class 1 now the real reality now hits in, because in class 1 you have to be so independent. Remember that in pre-unit most of the things were being taken care of by your teacher or your parent.
Yeah.
But now in class 1 things start getting tougher. You have to take yourself home.
Yeah.
You have like to know which time you will wake up, like you get it. Not like you won't get, your parents will wake you up.
But you really have to manage yourself.
But you have to manage yourself. Yeah. So it was a hassle. Unaambiwa sasa you start washing your clothes, like you could be given your socks, your mom washes for you the shirt and the shorts, and
cleaning your shoes after school.
And cleaning your shoes. Yeah, it was a responsibility now. Plus remember now in class 1 now you have started, your parents have started sending you to shops to take things somewhere, like the responsibilities have started checking in.
Especially as a firstborn.
Yes. Yeah. So how was your primary school life?
My primary school life was amazing. Yeah, there are a lot of experiences. I was
a
bit...
Did you pay school fees in class 1?
I was in a private school, so yeah, I paid school fees until class
around
4.
Me, I'm one of those Kibaki's children.
Oh.
I didn't pay school fees.
You are in a private school?
Public school.
Oh, so me I was
people used to pay school fees still in public schools before 2003.
Oh yeah. So
but after 2003 people weren't paying. It was free primary education.
I used to pay. Feel ilikuwa inalipwanga some percentage 2000 kadhaa hapo. Yeah, and then I shifted to a public school now, a real public school.
That's
in class 5.
Class 5.
Yeah.
Okay.
To a school known as Sega Township Primary School. Hey, life uko manze. It was for the tough. Anyone who has gone through that school anajua. Huko hivyo.
Sigura easy.
If you survived huko, like it was sort of set up ya mashamba tena ni tao. So unajua vile mnasoma na wasewa kutoka kwa villages na wenye wanatoka kwa center ya hiyo place, and then the common language was Kijaluo. You are dear truly hapa hivi hakukuwa anajua Kijaka, so it was a struggle. They used to think I'm a Luya at some point. Unajua of course kuna hizo moments unatusiwa, watu wanacheka, so you're like kwani
hauelewi kitu yote.
Wamesema funny enough nilimaliza primary kasi sijaijua Kijaluo, but at least I could understand a few words. So you can imagine coming from a school in Western, you have been studying in Western your entire lower primary, and then you shift you to a school in Nyanza, not just a school, guys are speaking Luo. You have to harden up, like see maisha soft. Unaona zile shule za mashamba hizo zenye mnaendea maji ya kumop daro huko mtoni, mnaambiwa kesho mkuje na kuni,
mbebe jivu ya kusafisha choo za walimu.
Exactly. Kuna mwalimu anawaambia mwende shamba yake, sijui mfanye mlimupalilie, mlime. Unajua kushika jembe? Sijui kushika jembe mimi. So yeah. But yeah, it was fun.
It was fun being in primary. How was your upper primary school life after class 3, now class 4, when now you are in puberty?
It was tricky. Yeah, I was one of those two naughty kids who didn't appear to be naughty. So ungeambiwa nimefanya kitu, ungesema nani hawezi fanya hivyo. Like my parents even found it so hard to believe, especially my dad. But my mom, yeye alikuwa anasema hiyo chacha amefanya, siwezi shuku. Like I got in a couple of mistakes. Hadi kuna time kuna teacher fulani hapo hivyo alikuwa anataka kutususpend. Imagine unataka kususpendiwa class 6
in primary school. But me, I was one of those cheeky boys. I think I could have gotten
cheeky and non, or cheeky chini ya maji.
Cheeky and non. Me, I used to abuse people, those heavy words.
What?
I got into a group of some guys. They were from some ghetto there. So in the ghettos
the language is vulgar.
Hawana mita kwa mdomo, wanatoa everything. Hawana kichungi hivi, wanatoa kila kitu.
As is.
We studied there. And I can remember there was a time, in fact, ningefukuzwa because of, I think niligongo huyo prefect or I did something. But ilizungusha huyo mwalimu for 2 months. Anaitishanga mzazi wangu nikimwona na skive lesson yake hivyo.
Mimi singeweza kuzungushana hiyo shule. Do you know why? Because my dad and the head teacher were best of friends. So like aingepita at least 2 days kama hawajapatana. And then they update each other. Huyu unajua hesabu nini? Sijui tena nimesikia. So singecheza hiyo mchezo yako ya cat and mouse.
Paka na panya.
Yeah.
So for me it was nice until tumeingia primary. Life in a change, puberty in a check-in. And this was a funny story. I think I told you sometime that one of my friends grabbed another girl's boobs just by virtue we didn't know what was going on. Like we didn't know why the chest of that chile was growing. So we are curious, like we want to know what is that.
Curiosity is dangerous.
Why are you having titties in school?
Kwani unataka toa aje nyumbani?
You shouldn't carry titties in school. But anyway, our parents were called and we apologized, and it was what it was. And then we went to class 7 and we did the exam for indexing. Well, you did indexing at class?
In class, was it class 8 first term? I can't quite
As we are doing it at class 7. Let me tell you.
It was the grading one, your third term class 7.
Yeah, the one which you are given index number so that you can go to class 8. The question has disappeared. I wanted to ask, did you do JESMA papers?
Yeah, we did JESMA 1 to JESMA 12.
I really hated those exams. Any JESMA paper that came my way, I used to score below 40.
Considering they were colorful.
Those papers were so hard. They were so hard, even if you revised 5, 6, 7 times, you still couldn't score 70 in mathematics. That's how hard it was in primary. How about you? Me, I really feared JESMA papers.
Me, I didn't fear them. Me, my only problem in this life has always been mathematics.
Anyway, let me not say all.
Don't say most of, but mawakili na hesabu.
Most of the women fear mathematics.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but they are good in languages. So we finished class 8. I didn't score good marks anyway. I scored, I think, 273. Then my father said, "You're not going to high school.
You're going to repeat."
Yes, you're going to repeat. And guess where I'm taken?
For that idea, to the village.
To the village. I'm taken to a school somewhere in Aberdare Ranges. A school where it snows, it rains ice. Like it's really cold. A place where you don't know the vernacular language. A place totally different from town, it's a rural, in fact it's a village. It's not even a rural area. It's a village. Mobility is hard. Then it kept raining daily. Asubuhi it just raining. It was chaos. But it was some very nice experience. I struggled for around 3 months before I understood and was able to communicate fluently via Kikuyu. But it was hard. And again, it was also a nice experience because I also gained some new friends who wanted to know the other part of life.
The city life
now. So I had like my own cartel which I could show them like this is what is being done.
Pablo Escobar.
Yeah, in town. You know, it became when I think it was third term. The ball games were in second term or third term?
Ball games
I think in second term. I was the one who was selecting the school team. Imagine.
And were you taking part in the game?
Yeah, I was a striker, number 9. So I could select the goalkeeper and everyone because now I have gotten the influence. Like I'm the real deal in the school. Like when we close for the school, like I could go and come with some stuff from town. People were like, hey, is it Unikali? These things are dope. Plus I was a performer, having that I have repeated and I know everything. So those are some of the things that, but me, I didn't like staying in the rural area as much, having that. And that time, remember, there wasn't this issue of schools they're having electricity as per now, even the rural. By that time, the floor that the classroom that we are using was not even cemented.
Wow.
Yeah, it was not cemented. The class didn't have windows. Those guys didn't have like the toilets that we used to have in school here. They used to have those chores ambao, get it? Plus there was a duty roster that you from this day and this day you are going to wash.
Mnaosha choo.
You wash toilet. And you have to carry some ash or some omo. If you guys have some money, your parents
those
will
disinfectants were at school. So my school
was didn't have these disinfectants. You are being told ile jivu yenye mmepikia usiku uiweke pahali ipoe hadi asubuhi so that you can carry you come eat.
And you guys, did you have this problem in your school? Kwa shule zenyu umesema your washrooms zilikuwa za mbao. Ours were good too, zilikuwa cemented and stuff. But there were these random rumors zilikuwa shule. So unapata karuma kana spread like me and you are close hivi kiasi. So mnapata mmeandikwa kwa choo.
Yes, by the way, you could find sijui ati
and they were being written in the vernacular language.
Raquel and sijui who kissed somewhere.
Yeah.
And then it becomes a scandal.
And then there were experts wa kuandika hizo vitu. So mlikuwa mnaenda kwa teacher na jina ya expert.
There was an expert of writing and there was an expert of reading. The one who usually saw those writings. It was a real thing. I can remember. And then there was an issue like me, I was always in the noisemaker. Come what may, I was always in the noisemaker. Have you ever been written in a noisemaker's list and you are absent?
Are you serious?
Yeah, and you are absent. Like the prefect alitafuta tu mwalimu akamwambia darasa napiga kelele toa list, and then there was a list he wrote like 3 days ago. Then he forgets you are there.
Oh my God.
Then for the acquittal of the other noisemaker, they say, "Ata yuko leo, so hii noisemaker ni ya kitambo."
Oh my God.
But the teacher wants to defend the prefect, anasema, "Sitawaacha, simulipiga tu kelele juzi kujeni."
By the way.
So those were some of the nicest experience, and even carrying snacks. Like you could just carry njugu, mabuyu, then you eat.
And let me tell you, in primary school, si watu walikuwa wanaombana. My goodness. Hey.
You have reminded me.
Ubebe something hivi utoe, like wasikia tu karatasi kwa mfuko. Everyone is there. Nipe all over the compound. Wow, primary school.
What is the weirdest things you have done in primary school? Let me give you a story. So in that time, class 8, we used to carry packed lunch. And then we had a cabinet. It was constructed just from mbao tu ya kawaida, just a normal kabati too, but you can see everything that is being put there. So there was this guy, I heard them talking like, unajua kwetu tulipika kuku nini. Me, I hadn't eaten chicken like for a whole month. So you know what I did?
Your time unasoma mashamba?
Yeah, I'm studying in the rural area. So, break ikafika, sijui, now I know who has carried the chicken. Naona wanacheza tu huko. And then everyone had gone to play. There was no one in the class. So, I went back, I opened the dish, took the mguu for the chicken, I ate.
You stole someone's lunch?
Yeah, I stole someone's lunch. Then I put some stones there.
Are you serious? Oh my God.
Yeah, and then they started saying, unajua mtu mwenye alikula hii kuku atalani. I'm just there with a stick. Those vitus are dry grass. I'm just there removing. And I'm so sorry for that guy. I'm so sorry. But anyway, my lunch has been eaten thrice, by the way.
In the same school?
In the same school. So I said like, today is payback time.
Considering it's chicken.
Yeah, considering it's chicken, I have to pay back. And I ate the chicken.
What?
But it was a nice experience. Were you bought success cards?
Yeah, million success cards. I had so many success cards in primary school.
Now, I had a problem. I didn't receive a success card.
Not even one?
Not even one. Until ile success card ya darasa ile yenye napeango na praise na headmaster. Na headmaster or the teachers.
Or the MCA, somebody hapo tu kwa...
Well, the teacher told me now this will be yours because you don't have a success card.
But the teachers used to rarua those success cards,
but the
and
mistake
they take
happened.
Money from...
But the mistake happened that my dad sent a success card to the school. But the problem was he had put some money inside. So the success card never arrived.
How much?
He said he had put 200 shillings.
Teachers used to open those success cards. Mtu anaweza attest hapa hivi. They used to open, wanachomoa do, and then they seal it vizuri ama watarudisha tu kama haijafunga.
Mine was not even like ifikishwe hata nione.
Ungefikishiwa tu hiyo pesa wabaki nayo. They used to take.
But anyway, it is what it is. But we finished primary school and we entered high school. How was your high school?
My high school was fun. Yeah. It started off so crazy. I didn't know I'd survive. It was like a military camp for me, considering I had never been to a boarding school before. You went to a boarding school? Yeah, from a day school. From being kando ya mama all the time to a boarding school. I tell you, I cried. What? Nililia almost the entire first
You know me, I studied in a boarding school for 2 weeks.
And then?
I left. I said I can't do this.
It was a lot.
I can't do this.
Hey man, me, I used to give up.
I went there. I think that school I went to Anesta. So when I arrived there, like I can't live in a cage. Like being in a boarding school is like being in a cage.
It's not a lie.
Like people are moving like robots. You have to wake up at 3.
You're controlled by the bell.
Lights should turn off at 10:30. Yeah. People were stealing uniforms.
Yeah. Kwanza niliibiwa uniform zote hiyo week 1.
It was a hassle.
Everything.
Plus me, I don't usually shower with cold water.
You have to learn.
In boarding school, you have to shower with cold water. And in fact, you are fetching there is like a river there. I don't know, it's Lanet River. You go and fetch water, then you climb that hill.
Yeah, we used to
with
do
a
that
bucket.
in Form 1.
Or just like people were just bathing inside the river. Like you swim, you go the other side, you come back, you are clean. But for me, high school boarding was hard. So I left after 2 weeks. But my high school life was a really nice experience. And I played a lot of tricks. That's where I found my talent. That's where I found my first kiss. I will censor that. It was a lot of fun. As compared
high school was interesting.
Hizo
ma symposium na ma contest na ma what
did you go to a math contest?
I almost went. We almost went with my friend. but then our
Me, I went to a math contest in Utumishi, but I just went there for a soda because
but we went for several other contests.
I got my strong 0. There is nothing I got from that paper.
Are you serious?
Nothing. Those people were asking
in our
so
school,
difficult
they used
questions.
to pick the top performers in that subject. Hao ndo walikuwa wanaenda hiyo contest.
Me, what I...
And then maybe they pick around some 2-3 average performers, and then you go uko for company to kujaza na maybe kulearn. They assume you're going to learn, but you're just going there to have fun, meet some cute boys there, and talk. Usherati ni wewe. And then urudi shule. Urudi ambie watu story vile kulienda. You know, when you hear those stories from your friends, you're just like, oh my god, I envy you. You must have had fun.
I think I've gone to many places just because of sports only.
Really?
Because of symposiums.
Me, I went because of my language skills and humanities. I wasn't very active in sports.
Me, I was active. I was the rugby captain.
Or in
the way,
Akina music festival and stuff. No, I wasn't.
Me, I enjoyed. By the way, for us, like rugby was everything. It was the only sport. Like our class, 75% of it were playing rugby. So if today we had a match, the whole of Form 4 won't study because you can't teach one class.
Yeah.
You have to teach 3. So all of the school could go and watch us. So
really, you must have been so good in rugby.
Yeah, I was good. I got a scholarship, I think, from 3,
oh, wow.
to Form 4. Then wakati tumeingia university wakatugeukia wakasema wazitoa pesa. I thought people hate, but corruption is corruption anyway.
This is Kenya.
But high school, and again, I dug a hole because of being in a relationship with somebody.
Wow.
It was really tough.
Maybe my kind of situations. They are tricky. I can't give them out hapa hivi, but I never got into such messy relationships. Considering I was in a boarding school one.
Me, I was expelled for 2 weeks.
Not suspended?
No, suspended for 2 weeks. I was suspended for 2 weeks. But like me, the first week was midterm. So it didn't
count.
So it didn't count.
As in, so your parents didn't know?
My parents knew. I told my mother.
Who didn't know?
My father didn't know.
Yeah.
But I told my mother to cover it for me. But later
the second week,
whereas I think the last day my mother
akakugawa tu.
Broke our secret. Alivunja siri yetu like Hitler.
Oh man, but high school was fun.
High school was fun.
We used to have, considering I was in a boarding school, tulikuwa na visiting moja in a term. We used to look forward to that day. And then sasa kuanzia hiyo usiku, the night of ya kuvisitiwa, and until I think 3 or 4 days later, oh my god, it was chaos, it was a mess.
Wewe ulikuwa unaikiangwa chapati, mzazi alikuwa anakuleteanga chapati?
My parents kuna cooked food alikuwa analeta. When my dad used to come,
kama nyinyi wale mademu wa KFC takeaway.
I used to be no, my parents were not for it or kuleta chakula. Hata wangeleta, awangeleta yenye naenda nayo dom. Wangeleta yenye tunakula together as a family, because they used to come, all of them, hadi house help and all that. Then wakienda, they go back with the rest. Juana niuliza, you don't have a fridge uko ndani. Unataka kwenda kuweka hii chapati uko ime. And you know, people used to store food daddies in a mare. And really? They just eat, yeah.
But you know, that's a sell.
How can you have chapo for over 2 weeks? And call it chapo?
Vibaya sana.
And then they used to have mabiskuti watu wanakula chini ya blanketi. Man.
And then you hear
so you're like, na nisi ugawe tu wacha kukula kwa blanketi. Yeah.
But it was nice.
It was so fun.
So that's our lives.
Just before we sum it up, the random things that happened maybe in our earlier childhood, the things that used to excite you the most. Do you remember when chapo ilikuwa inapikwa home?
Yeah, me chapos. I used
chapos inapatikana
everywhere. I used like chapos ikipikwa kwetu I could hide tu ndo niende nazo kwa kitanda nikule, because there was a minimum and maximum amount to eat.
Yeah, you can't eat more than this.
Yeah, you can't eat. Baba yako ndo anakula more than 3. Nyinyi wengine hamwezi pitisha 1.5. And I loved chapatis. Anything that is made of wheat, I love it.
unaficha chapo ndo uende na bed.
I used to store them. Chapati na kuchoma kwa mfuko ama kwa suruali tu, lakini unashika unakaza. You have to
towards Christmas in our store penye tulikuwa tunaishi, we had a tradition. Funny enough, like I think ilianza tu na one family and then we turned it into a tradition. Hata we didn't have a oven, sizzle and those fancy things, but we used to bake chapo. To bake cakes. The eve of Christmas. So gather together, your parents, your relatives, nani when you're visitiwa. We bake cakes and then it was fun. And then could decorate how
ile mapambio na balloon. You remember they used to put balloon in a shop and then nyinyi wote you could target Christmas. The big balloon. And that thing was a scam. That thing was a scam.
And we used to gamble for it.
No one used to get it.
Me, I ever got it once. Ilikuwa inahitaji kuwe na connections na shopkeeper.
You could have played, remove those two stickers, all of them, and you couldn't have.
It used to be there, trust me. Ilikuanga. Me, I got it.
Until I said, wacha ikwame.
Ama when you go for hizo family vacations. So maybe hata kama tuseme for example Nakuru.
Nyinyi mlikuwa mnaenda family vacation?
Yeah, we used to go for vacations.
Nyinyi matajiri kweli.
Matajiri. I know, I think my dad just wanted to create memories and then to give us stories za kuandika, because mngeenda hivyo mrudi for a vacation or maybe a lunch out, you had to write a story about it. And I told you I have been a good writer kwanzia kitambo and good with grammar. So I will write it vizuri sana, and then when my friends ask me, unachachisha, unaongeza sukari kwa ndani, unasema hadi mlienda na ndege.
Lazima wajue.
It was fun. And then things like girls can attest, ushuke hairstyle cute. Kila mtu ashuke hiyo hairstyle, alafu mwanze argue nani ndo, yani hiyo hairstyle ni ya nani. Who invented it? It used to be fun.
That was nice.
Yeah. You guys, kwani hamko kwa na vitu interesting as kids?
I don't think so. The interesting things maybe kuzurura kwa estate za wenyewe.
Na kucheza hadi kujisahau.
Na kucheza hadi by the way nimetandikwa kucheza na kujisahau. Unaachiwa sister yako akilala, unamwambia umchunge vizuri, make sure ameoga. Mtoto amelia.
What?
Mtoto
such a bad baby.
I'm a good one, by the way. I'm a protector.
Nowadays
I can protect them. So those were some of our memories. You can comment on our
and add some more
on our what is it called, that YouTube thing where people comment.
I don't know. I just know you wanasema comment down below.
Comment. You can comment on a YouTube section, and also you can also give your views on the Punch Podcast page on Facebook, and also you can write your reviews at email at thepunchpodcast@gmail.com, or also you can do your thing at the Anchor Podcast, the Google Podcast. And we really appreciate. Till we meet again.
Adios.
Thank you very much for everyone.